The goal of tonight's training is to help y'all optimize your time management, obviously, right? So y'all can do a few things. Number one, this way y'all are able to achieve faster fat loss. How? Well, when you're more optimal with your time, you're going to be more disciplined, or you're going to be more consistent, and you're going to be able to reach your goals faster. Not only that, but you're going to be able to have better quality time spent with friends, family, and loved ones rather than constantly being overwhelmed and worried about all the different things y'all got on your plates. Even have more time making money, especially if y'all got side hustles, businesses, projects. Yo, by having more time, you're going to be able to go out there and reach your goals. And most importantly, time to do the things that y'all love. If we can do just that on tonight's training, teach y'all how to achieve faster fat loss, have better discipline, better consistency, better quality time with friends, family, more time to make money, and even time to do things that y'all love. Would that be cool? Would that be cool with y'all? If that would, drop some fire emojis in the comment section below. Let's get this party popping. Let's get this party. First, when it comes to optimizing your management, this isn't a time management training if we don't talk about how to optimize your time. And I'm a true believer in failure to prepare is preparing to fail. If y'all been in this community for some time, or you've been watching my page for some time, or you've heard me talk before, you know that this is something that I preach all the time. Failure to prepare is preparing to fail, especially if you're an individual that has a ton on your plate. Maybe you got 40+ hour work weeks. Maybe you got a family to attend to. Maybe you have other responsibilities outside of work, outside of your family. Maybe you just constantly have a ton on your plate and you're constantly feeling overwhelmed. Your best friend is going to be Google Calendar. What's up, Brandon? I see you, bro. Say what's up in the chat. This way I can say hi back to you. But if you're someone that is extremely busy, you're someone that is constantly running around, almost like his like a chicken with its head cut off. Your best friend is gonna be Google Calendar. Just pull this up for y'all, and I'm gonna literally show y'all like a real life example of how you can actually implement this into your right? How y'all can actually implement this and actually optimize your time management, depending on how your schedule and your lifestyle is going to be. Obviously, this is going to really depend from person to person, but I highly recommend that you set this up while you're watching this training or even afterwards. All it really takes is 5 to 10 minutes, and this is going to take out a lot of that overwhelm for you. First, simply go to Google Calendar. And as you guys can see on my screen, this is a blank slate, right? This is a blank slate. First, what I want you to do is list out all of your work hours, your appointments for the week, and even weekly reoccurring events. So I'm going to literally map this out with y'all right here on tonight's training. So let's say that you work from, let's give it like a 9 to 5, right? 9 to 5. Let's loop that up for you. 9 all the way down to 5. Let's do work hours. Fun fact, y'all can even press on this, and when you go to edit, you can make this a reoccurring thing. Repeats daily. Oops, hold on. That's a Sunday. Let's make that a Monday. let's go to edit. Y'all can literally make this a weekly thing, Monday through Friday. Boom. You got your work set, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, let's do appointments for the week. Let's say that Saturdays you have to run errands, right? Let's say like 9 to 12 you got to run errands first in the morning on Saturdays. Weekend errands, right? Yo, let's even go a step further and do sleep too. This way, y'all are actually like planned out. Let's say that you sleep until what? Let's do like what? You wake up at 6 every day, right? Yo, this is sleep hours. Let's even edit that. This way it's easier to look at too, right? Boom. And let's say you go to bed at, let's say like 12. So honestly, that'll be perfect. Honestly, that'll be perfect. Let's say, yeah. Let's say that you sleep from 12 to 6. On average, like 6 hours, right? What's up, Philip? I see you, bro. So we got your sleep, your work hours, your errands listed out. Let's even go a step further. And let's say that on Tuesdays, that is when you go to, let's say, your parents' place, right? So right after work, let's say 7 to 10, you're at your parents. Boom. Now, the reason why I want y'all to go ahead and list out your work hours, your sleep hours, your weekly reoccurring events is so that this way y'all can see where you have free time, where you'll have realistic free time to fit in other stuff, your workouts, when you got to go grocery shopping, when you got to cook your meals, right? And even if you have cardio to do as well, this is how y'all are able to realistically look at things and see where you can fit that in. Now that you have everything listed out, your work hours, your appointments for the week, your weekly reoccurring events, I want you to go ahead and look at your calendar and see where you can plug in your workouts, your meals, and even your grocery runs. Let's say you go grocery running like what, once a week. Let's go Sunday, 12 groceries. Boom. That is listed out, right? Let's say that you spend Sundays meal prepping. Let's give it like 3 hours, 4 hours even. Meal prep. Boom. As you guys can see, we have it mapped out, right? Let's say that you're not a morning person. Let's say you're not a morning person. You're not trying to be at the gym at 6 a.m. You're not trying to have to wake up even earlier. And you much rather go to the gym after work, right? Let's say that you work out 3 times a week. Let's go ahead and do right after work. Let's put out 2 hours for your workouts. Gym. Boom. Let's make this a reoccurring thing. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, let's say. Let's do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Boom. We can even go ahead and make this look cooler, right? Boom. Your fitness stuff, let's make it all green. Your work stuff, let's make it all blue, right? Your sleep, let's make that purple. Your errands you got to run, let's make that red. Boom. We even color coded everything as well, right? As you guys can see, y'all still have more time, right? Y'all still have a lot more time throughout the day. You have time for your breakfast, your dinner, or free time. And maybe you even have other things, right? This is really all going to depend from person to person, depending on your lifestyle, your schedule, your responsibilities. But this is just a rough draft on how your Google Calendar could be set up. Yo, this way, you know exactly what you got to do, right? And all you got to do is just execute. All you got to do is just execute. Let's say that you know that you're someone that goes out Friday night. Let's say that you know you go out Friday night, and a lot of times you have a few too many drinks. Sometimes that even includes food. What you can do if you're not going to work out on Friday, even move that Friday workout to Saturday morning. Boom. Only that event. By doing so, yes, you can still go out Friday nights, but by default, you're going to know, yo, let me not get too fucked up because I got to work out in the morning. Not only that, but you're probably going to sleep earlier. You're probably going to drink more water to stay hydrated. You're probably not going to overdo it when it comes to food and drinks, knowing that it's going to mess up how you feel come Saturday morning. These are just ideas. You don't have to do it that way, but these are just some ideas you can go about. Now, let's say you're like, yo, Dan, what's the point of doing this whole Google Calendar? I don't need this. Well, I'd rather you have this mapped out rather than you playing this guessing game in your head. I'd rather you have a game plan to go by, even if things aren't set in stone, right? This way, you have a GPS. It's almost like when you're driving, I'd rather you have a GPS to guarantee your path to exactly where you want to go, rather than just completely winging it. Again, these things are already planned out ahead of time. And if just winging it hasn't been working for you, it's probably a good idea to map everything out. This way you don't have to play this guessing game anymore. Again, go ahead and spend 5 to 10 minutes to make your own Google Calendar. Your work hours, your sleep, even the times you eat, right? See where you can fit in your workouts, where you can plug in time for meal prepping, to go grocery shopping, all of that. This way you are set to go and you are set up for success. That is how we master your time. Now back to the presentation. Back to the presentation we go. Secondly, is optimizing your diet and your workouts. Optimizing your diets and your workouts. What do I mean? When it comes to your diet, I highly recommend that you have 2 to 3 options that you enjoy for each meal. This way you have less decisions to make on a day-to-day basis. And let's say you eat 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For each of those meals, go ahead and have 2 to 3 options or alternatives. Maybe for breakfast, that is protein oats, if you're super lazy like me, or maybe that's protein pancakes. Maybe that is even like a egg white scramble. For lunch, maybe that is chicken and rice one day with some sort of vegetable. Maybe the next day you can do protein pasta with that protein, with that vegetable, right? Hey, maybe you can even make a burrito, tacos out of it. Same thing goes for dinner. Maybe that is rice with your protein, your veggies. Maybe that is some sort of noodle. Maybe that's even some sort of potato with the protein and veg. Secondly, I highly recommend that you batch cook your meals or even your protein ahead of time. This way you can save on a lot of that time. I don't know about y'all, but the last thing I want to do is having to spend 1 to 2 hours every single time I make a meal, from marinating to we didn't even talk about defrosting, right? Defrosting, marinating, cooking the actual meal, eating, and then washing the dishes afterwards. That is an entire 1 to 2 hour process. Batch cook your meals ahead of time. If you don't like eating 2-3 day old meals, what you can do is maybe every time you cook a little bit more so you have for another meal as well. Or maybe like if you're someone like me that doesn't really like meal prep, what I do is I batch cook my proteins. This way, the carbs, the veggies, relatively easy to make. All I got to do is just see how much protein I need to eat, put that in the microwave, put that with my rice, my tacos, my protein pasta. We got a meal relatively quick. And lastly, I highly recommend that you go grocery shopping in bulk, so you don't have to go as often. Maybe you can go to Costco, BJ's, or whatever wholesale grocery stores that y'all have. This way you can save on the amount of times you have to make it to grocery shops, especially if you're someone that is extremely busy. How you can optimize your workouts? First, I highly recommend that you do full body workouts or even an upper lower split. This way you get the most bang for your buck from your workouts. What do I mean by full body workouts or upper lower splits? Well, basically, instead of doing like chest one day, back one day, arms one day, which will literally have you in the gym for hours, literally train your entire body every single time you go to the gym. And how you do that is by focusing on big compound exercises rather than just doing a bicep curl for your bicep, right? Let's do rows. Let's do pull-ups where you're working your back and your biceps, right? Rather than just doing chest flies, let's do a bench press or like an incline dumbbell press. We're working our chest, shoulders, and triceps at once. You're going to be able to lift more weight, build more muscle. You're going to be able to burn more calories, aka get the most bang for your buck from your workouts. And lastly, I highly recommend that you include supersets to save on time as well, especially if you can't stay in the gym for 2, 3, 4 hours, right? Especially if you have other responsibilities, start pairing exercises together. Maybe you can do bench and rows together. Maybe you can do dumbbell press with lat pull downs together. Maybe you can do bicep curls and tricep push downs together. This way you save on a bunch of time. That's all I got for y'all. It's really that simple. Really that simple. Now, some extra tips just to help y'all out. Something I do that has helped me immensely in terms of time management, habit stacking. That is where you pair two things at once. For example, let's say that there's something you do all the time every single day. For example, like, let's say that you drink coffee, right? Rather than just sitting there and waiting for your coffee to brew, maybe you can pre-plan your meals or pre-log your meals inside of MyFitnessPal while you wait for your coffee. Maybe that is, when you're at the gym, resting in between sets, go pace around the gym to get some extra steps in. Maybe that is, take some sips of water in between your sets. This way you can get your gallon of water in. Maybe that is walking during your lunch break for better digestion and to help you get some extra steps in. Habit stacking. This is how we save on time and still be able to do a ton on a day-to-day basis, right? This is how we're able to be productive. We're able to save on time and still be able to reach our goals. That's it. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Please go ahead and make a Google Calendar for yourself. Like, it will literally save you so many hours throughout your day. It's something that I still use till this very day. I'm not saying that those things are set in stone, right? But this is how you're able to get a overview of how your week looks and where you can realistically fit things in. Literally plug your workouts into your Google Calendar, just like you would for a work meeting, just like you would for a doctor's appointment. It's not, hey, if I feel like I want to go, or if I have some time, I'll go. It's in my calendar. It's set for that time and it's happening. Time just has to catch up at this point. Go ahead and start implementing. Let me know in the comment section below which one of these tips or hacks resonated with you the most and which one you're going to start implementing right away. And let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes implementing the Google Calendar. That's all I got for y'all tonight. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Let's get after it.